Hello, valued Terracom system client. Terracom Rod here, once again with another ComAlert how-to video. This time I'm going to show you how to use the new recently released assignment client. This is really great to help you to be able to assign what alerts you want to go to what devices. If you do not have this client installed, reach out to our service department via email, service@terracomsystems.com, and we will arrange a technician to install that for you. So either the assignment client may be active down in your system tray here, like I've showed you in other software, or may not. So if you hover over top of the different pieces of software down here, you'll see the different names. This site doesn't have it active because this software doesn't need to be active all the time. It's just used really to when you want to do the routing of the calls. So here it is right here. It's a tool assignment. So I'm going to start it up. Takes a few seconds for it to connect. Once again, you want to make sure that you got the solid green bar at the bottom. There we go. It looks like a connect. And just like all the other pieces of software, there's not much you can do unless you unlock it. So I'm going to click on the unlock key here and put in the magic password. There we go. We are unlocked. So as an example, I'll kind of explore around for you here. So pod A, for example. So these pods, these are actual wireless phones at the site, and these are extension numbers of each of the wireless phones. So you can see that pod A is extension 3242, pod D is extension 3245, and so on. So as you can see, if I click on pod A here, you will see that what is assigned to pod A to a ring initially, like right when the calls are triggered, is all these devices. And see, I must have clicked somewhere. So sometimes with the ComAlert software, if you click somewhere where you're not supposed to, it locks. So you notice I can't really do anything here, and you can see that it locks. So I'm going to unlock it again and be a little bit more careful where I click next time. But now you can see I can actually choose individual things. So we can see in the pod A phone, the initial call out, it'll get all these different pull cord devices. Sure, the icons don't match. They're a picture of an old EN1223 pendant. That doesn't matter. Just care about the name that you see there. So you can see this pod A phone. Whenever any of these alarms from 101 to really 110 are triggered, they're going to get the call. So let's say if for some reason, we didn't want them to get the call for 101 anymore. I don't know why we would do that, but let's say we didn't want it. So I'm going to actually press and hold down the control button on the keyboard and choose these two guys, and I'm going to drag them out. So notice they're no longer assigned to 101, right? We don't want that though. I'm going to drag them back again. So if I wanted to assign something, let's say if I want to assign 101 and 102, or I could do them separately. I'll grab 101, drag it over. I'll grab the other 101, I'll drag it over, and they're back in there again. So the next step here is escalation level 1. And you see it says 60 seconds here. So basically what that says is if any of these devices in here are not reset within 60 seconds, then they are to call to this phone. So you can see, for example, pod A is actually going to get all the other escalations for the entire first floor, if they're not answered in 60 seconds. And just to let you know, where you can change these escalation times is under settings here. You go here and there's a level 1, level 2. So you can change those times right there under this section. So once again, so pod A is getting all these alarms. If I click on pod B, you can see the pod B, so you see the difference here. See, we got 101 to 110, then pod B is getting 111 to 120. But then you see for the escalation, it's capturing, pod B is capturing all the other first floor units after 60 seconds. So once again, I can just go through all these and check that out. Then I'm up on the second floor. You can see how that works. One thing that you may have, we try not to do this in most of our sites, but under schedule, you may have different schedules. So don't be worried if you initially execute this program, you go under main schedule and you don't see any assignments at all. Don't freak out that, oh, nothing's assigned. Just do this drop down and you may have something that says like day schedule or afternoon schedule or night schedule, and you'll see in there. It's just that when we make new schedules, we can't erase this initial one called main schedule. That's why it may look blank. But this site is the kind of way I like to set it up with just one schedule. Uh, so, once again, if I go to pod F, I can see that they're getting, 232 to 240 alarms initially. And then as an escalation, it's getting everything else on the second floor. Then if we go to, here's a good example of a nurse phone. So check this out. For this nurse phone, we see the first floor nurse. We don't want to bug the nurses with an initial escalation or even a secondary escalation. But this particular site, after 120 seconds, if it's not reset, then they have all the first floor alarms going to the nurse. And then same for second floor. If I go to second floor, you can see after 120 seconds, they have all the escalations set. One thing I want to make sure, and it's, as you can see, as I click on pretty much every one of these, you'll see this section down here, this assign, it always says alarm, alarm 2, alarm 3, alarm 4. That should always just be set. So let's say, for example, if you click on a device or an assignment like this and you don't see anything assigned, and you can see even the system's telling you that that's not good because it's set yellow there. We want to make sure that all these are on there, but that should be just set for you. You shouldn't have to worry about that. I just want to call your attention to make sure that there's always something down in this bottom right-hand corner. Like other software I've showed you, you can have your site organized in different duty areas. Basically, we'd be able to have, I don't know, let's say like this pod A. If they wanted, we could have had a duty area pod A, and if I did a drop down and just chose pod A, you'd only see the pod A pendants in here. But this site kept it simple, which I like, and just has everything under a single duty area. You notice here too, we can actually do emails too. So for example, for the director of care, they're on the second escalation level to get all these different devices. And we can do a third escalation level. That's done somewhere else. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to give you that idea. So for example, what I'm getting at is if you add a new device in the serial input client, and that was another video I did. So let's say you added a pendant in here, for example. You added a new pendant, let's say like, I don't know, room 101 pull cord 2. What you would actually see, and let me show you. See, once again, I clicked in the wrong place, so it locked me out. Change me. So let me actually go to pod A, and I'm gonna just drag this one back. So let's say that we just entered in a new device. Like we just entered in this new 101 pull cord 1 as a brand new device. What you would do is if you went into this software here, you would go into that and you would see something's different. Like you see, for example, 101 pull cord 1 is different. It's not really assigned. You see 101 pull cord 2 over here, but it's new. So it needs to be assigned. So you need to drag it over so it actually will go to that phone. And notice there's no apply, there's no save, nothing like that. Just as soon as you drag things over and move things around, it just works. It's just applied. So that's really all you need to do. When you're done with the software, you can either minimize it, and it will hide down here in the system tray. No, actually, it won't go down here. It'll just go down to the taskbar. But really, in my opinion, this software doesn't need to be running all the time. So you can just hit the X and it'll actually close. It doesn't ask you for the password. So once again, that's how you use the assignment client tool to route your calls, whatever pull cords, pendants, door contacts, whatever devices you have, so you can send them to the appropriate phone, pager, email. This is how you can assign it. And once again, if you don't have this new assignment client software, feel free to reach out to our service department and we will arrange to get that installed for you. Thanks.